Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Vinu Anand at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulae for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions, by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such epitome of educational and industry excellence on FaceTime leaders with us today, Dr. Thomaskutty Varghese. He is a distinguished chartered marine scientist and engineer and a result-oriented project director with a demonstrated track record of executing over 60 marine projects of national and international significance. Along with a Ph.D. C.Sci and C.Mar.Sci, a display of his stellar academic excellence. He also possesses a diverse range of skills encompassing leadership, numerical modeling, coastal engineering, environmental modeling, and sustainable marine solutions. Currently, he is serving as project director at the South Asia Environment Cooperative program in Colombo, a position whereby he is leading the implementation of the $50 million Please project across 8 SAARC countries, organizing national stakeholder workshops and facilitating regional grant investment applications. So, Dr. Varghese, could you tell our viewers in brief about your academic pursuits and career journey so far? Over to you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. Basically, let me start with my career beginning. Fundamentally, I am an oceanographer, physical oceanographer, and a chartered marine scientist, and a coastal engineering expert by profession. So, basically, my professional focus is at the engineering aspects of the marine development, optimization of marine structures, planning and design conditions, and operational excellence. So mainly, if you come into the details, I ensure the sustainable and resilient future for marine and coastal environment, and mainly delivering data-driven solutions on environmental risk identification, modeling, mitigation, and climate proofing. With an MSc, I started my career after completing my PhD, my MSc in physical oceanography, and I have a PhD in marine geoinformatics. I also possess a chartered marine scientist and a chartered scientist by professional practice. Those are two necessities for practicing in Europe, and completed senior management program from IIM Ahmedabad, and a PG diploma from CSUSD California, and also completed a diploma in emotional intelligence. And same as chartered marine scientist, I am registered as an independent director with our ministry. And my journey, you can say my journey is a blend of academic excellence and real world application. So mainly I deliver solutions to real world global issues like for constructing a port, what are the issues they are facing, some navigation issues, uh, some operational issues. So that is my core area. Currently, I am working as a project director. Actually, I left that job, and I am currently with the Huawei Engineering as an advisor. That was recently that happened, and delivering similar type of uh, solutions to the global industrial uh, aspirants. So, for example, and moreover, as a part of my part of my leadership academic qualifications, I have completed around 33 Harvard member courses, which is focused on leading business, leading yourself, and leading the team. So, and various uh, UN training programs as a part of my career. Almost all are related to my career development, which is mainly a need-based academic requirement or academic uh, means what do you call it? I have completed those academic courses as a need based. Over to you. That's all from my
Wow.
side.
Commendable, sir. Commendable.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, now, what do you regard as indispensable qualities that define leadership?
Yeah, it's a key question. Yeah. So if you consider my academic career, as I mentioned, my academic research and leadership journey are interrelated. My career journey started with the Indian Space Research Organization as a member of OceanSat-1 satellite data utilization program. That was a project, that was the first Indian satellite uh, dedicated for ocean observation. So my job was basically to develop algorithms to extract geophysical parameters from the images which is given by OceanSat. And as a part of that, I have participated many deep water cruises. According to me, and many other things. According to me, leadership is not of having a vision or setting up the goals. It has more about to be resilient in the face of setbacks, establishing collaboration across diverse stakeholders, and maintaining ethical integrity. It is more like situational. I mean to say it is more like situation. I can give some examples related to that. It is capable to deal the complex situations, challenges, ability to stay focused at difficult situations, and more like a situational adaptability. The ability to handle pressure, it helped me to uh, navigate many challenges, inspire change, driving meaningful impact. So, so some of the examples I was saying that I was mentioning that everything is interconnected. So one example, as a part of our journey with the Indian Space Research Organization, I was a part of the one cruise in 2004. Unfortunately, our ship was trapped into the path of a cyclone, and we went to study the cyclone genesis, but in a pre-cyclonic season. But unfortunately, there was a cyclone happened, and we were trapped with the cyclone. Almost all members, the once you are into the ship, only limited resources are available. You are offshore, and you don't have many resources to substitute. Almost all my members, including I was also not well. I was down with the seasickness because of the disturbing cyclonic event. So the chief scientist called me that whether he can handle that situation and continue the data collection with somehow, because all my colleagues were down. So one lesson I found that how to manage that situation is very difficult because you have no resource. So I went to the ship captain and the supporting staff, asked whether they can help me. So they promised that they can help. So with their support, I have completed that tools. And even though we missed 5 stations of data collection, but I have completed almost every station, the quality data. It was very important to us to collect the data. So this is an example I am saying you have limited resource, it is a sudden setback, so you have to be resilient. Another example with my last job with the World Bank. World Bank project was, even though it was executed, the funding was from World Bank. The execution agency is South Asia Environmental Cooperative Program based in Sri Lanka. I joined at the time of the peak of riots. Sri Lanka was in a critical situation, nothing was available, no equipment, and they were having 4 staff members already recruited. And I was the first project director of that project. And what was there when I reached there was nothing, only one office space. And the remaining things were managed by the SAARC. So within 2-3 days, I identified that the way they work was not promising. So I told them that we will move to our new office within the next day itself. And my colleague said there is no furniture, there is nothing available. I said we will have to find out. So within the 4th day, we got all furniture, AC and everything within 4 days. And you can imagine there was nothing available in the market. But we went to the many shopkeepers and they managed minimum AC and furniture for us. And we made the payment in advance, that too in dollars, because Sri Lankan currency was not acceptable in many places because of the riot and many other issues related to the situations in Sri Lanka. So that was first event. Then I started operating the project, and as I mentioned, it was the involvement of 7 countries, state ministers, ministries. It was very difficult, even though 8 stakeholders are there. 8th one is Afghanistan, and we were not connected with Afghanistan because of the political situation there. So I started identified what was the issue there, really what was the real issue. So I talked to ministry, and then I asked them to submit the proposals related to the grant to support from the World Bank. And they were not having any clue about what format we have to submit, what they have to submit to us. So I made a template within I think first month itself. I got 7 proposals from 4 different countries, and mainly you can say mostly I guided them to prepare the proposal, made the template, and had a very good rapport with the ministerial secretaries, so that they were very much confident to submit proposals to us. And within 6 months, this project, exactly the project on paper, it started in 2020 July, and it was having only 1% progress. That 1% progress is only the salary given to the other 4 members. So it has become 25% progress in 6 months. I got the grant management program we have initiated. The UN OPS also come into our into the team, and leading a team of different stakeholders. One is a UN agency, Another is an intergovernmental agency, and another other seven ministries. Was a bit difficult. So managing things, almost everything is depend on the situation. Basically, once you deal with the ministers, you will have to be very ministries. We will have to be very diplomatic. Once you deal with the staff members, sometimes you have to be very collaborative. Sometimes you will have to be commendable, and sometimes you have to be very democratic in some places. So I think it is more like a situational. A resilient is very much important there to manage complex challenges. Ability to stay focused and make critical decisions during high stress situations is much important as a leader. For me, situation adaptability and the ability to handle pressure is more important than setting up. It is equally important, I don't say. It is equally important than having a vision and a proper goal. The way to achieve the goal is also important. So you have to be very much prepared to that. That is all about that. Yeah, thank you.
Great, sir. Great learnings from you. So, you have continually developed yourself academically. Have you found it difficult to continue your studies without losing focus at work?
Yeah, it's a good question, great question. Thank you. And as I mentioned, I acquired most of my academic qualifications as basically as a need. Most of my studies completed except my master's. Everything is connected to my career. For example, my Ph.D, I started my Ph.D in while I was working with the Indian Space Research Organization. As I mentioned, it is my project, my duty was to extract data from satellites, geophysical parameters like chlorophyll, then suspended sediments, which is used to make forecasts for the fisheries, potential fisheries zone. That was the one project. Another one was water quality analysis. So I have completed that project. Then I thought, what better we can do with the next stage, what the data. So then I started my PhD in utilizing the same data set to setting up models, numerical models, to forecast the physics of the ocean, because that is my core area. That is my core area. So based on that data extracted from satellite, I moved to the next level and submitted a PhD and got awarded in 2000, even though it was a bit late because of some administrative issues. Because as I left ISRO, then they said you cannot continue PhD with the label of ISRO, even though ISRO was a recognized center for continuity. So then I moved to Denmark-based company that is called the Danish Hydraulic Institute, Water and Environment. It is a reputed organization who is making software for environmental forecasting, mathematical modeling, and sustainable development for ports. That was the agency, and it was based was Europe. And I was into the Indian office and given the chance to develop a team in India to deliver Indian projects from India itself. Previously, they were delivering projects from Denmark directly, even though there was a sales office of software, but project office was not there. So I started adding more team members, training them, because I got the training from Denmark, a team, before joining DHI. So then after 2 years, I moved to Another Europe-based hydraulic institute, that is Hydraulic Research Wallingford. Both these two companies were Europe-based government organizations. And at that time, I think in the 80s, they privatized and they were having their own setups and all. So I joined the UK office, and then I realized that at least in UK, you need a chartership. You have to be a chartered, otherwise you cannot practice in UK. So I got that chartered, I have become a chartered marine scientist and a chartered scientist from UK. And they, in between, they deputed me to start the office in India, based in Ahmedabad, because most of our work was coming from India. Ahmedabad, India, Ahmedabad based, Mumbai and Ahmedabad. And Mumbai, they had a business office, and I was asked to develop a set of a technical office in Ahmedabad. And the same procedure we followed, and I set up the modeling facility here. I remember we started our first discussion with my line managing crossword because there was no space available. So then we had an office space, furnished it, did all aspects, and 3 years it worked very well in India. Then we moved to it was a peak of the recession. So they closed their Indian operations and I lost my job. And then I thought I should complete my PhD. That is what I was saying. This almost everything is near there. Complete means submit my PhD. PhD thesis was ready, but my university did not accept that because I changed my affiliation. So I submitted my PhD and moved to Jacobs Engineering, another UK-US consultant. And it was also the peak of that recession. The Indian office was supposed to support UK office. That was a aim. So the office, the UK project has to be executed from India. It was a reverse model. And in 1.5 years I worked there, but projects were less. Even though nobody said anything to me, I felt that I should move because I'll have to find more better opportunities. Even though I have completed 12,000 man hours, executed 12,000 man hours from India in 1.5 years with our small team of 6 members, engineers, graduate engineers basically. Then as the tenure with or I left Jacobs, I moved to Qatar as a postdoctoral fellow. Is purely on research, moved to research, completed that, and it was a 1.5 year fellowship. And after that fellowship, I came back to India with a job in hand as a professor of KFUPM. But unfortunately, the visa processing got delayed, and I got work with an institute. It is called currently it is called a Digital University of Kerala. Previously, it was called Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management. I was there for 1 semester as a faculty. Then I joined the Adani Group. Adani Group, I got more complicated delivery terms, like it was like you have to provide technical support plus some leadership, and more like a project implementation project part. So I thought I need to learn more. So Adani Group provided technical training by Harvard mentor courses. That is what I mentioned. The 33 courses I have completed from Harvard mentors. They focused on managing self, managing team, managing business, and then many other academic many other courses which was related to which was related to the academic growth. You can say it is mostly like It is a mix. So in between, I thought acquiring knowledge, more than acquiring knowledge, you should share the knowledge. So I got a chance to work with the Indian Institute of Technology, Gandhinagar, and I mentored a set of people, a set of students, of BTech students, graduate students, and postgraduate students. Postgraduate students, the two postgraduate students, full-time researchers I got from IIT Gandhinagar. They worked with me, completed their thesis in 1.5 years. They completed that, and they submitted the thesis, got awarded their postgraduate degree, which was mainly focused on my core area. So I mean to say, almost all my studies, all my academics are completely related to the job or to the work I am doing. So sometimes you need to be focused. Sometimes you need the technology will help you to be more productive. So you need to be academically up to date. For example, I am working on the field of coastal engineering and modeling. Every day the new technology will come, you have to study, you have to learn. I don't believe last to last year I learned Python for my project. I am implementing Python to that, and now I am learning Excel from a very young chap of 22 years. It's not because all these things will help me to focus more on my work. So it is not a distraction, I mean to say. So it will help you to be having an upper hand on technological advancements. That is all about. I hope I have answered your question.
Sir, great. Thank you for sharing all your experiences.
Thank you.
Yes, you have handled sustainable projects, namely sustainable engineering, science solutions, marine structures, development, mangrove, environment design, etc. What is the reason for your learnings towards ESG?
Yes, if I ask a question to you, what is the difference between ESG and sustainability? There is no difference in fact, because one is sustainability is about how we must live today for a better tomorrow. That is sustainability. And in fact, if you expand more, meeting today's needs without compromising chances of future generations to meet their needs. That is sustainability. So what ESG is? ESG is about the reporting of sustainable development. It is environmental and social governance. So it is some sort of making sure that you are following the sustainable goals. Mainly what I want to say, I work the domains of sustainable development, science solutions, marine climate proofing, and environmental design is deep rooted with the significance of ESG principles. If you consider my domain and the most polluting sectors in the world, energy is one sector which is highly polluting. Transportation, waste management, manufacturing, construction, mining, chemical and water use are the most. It is not the number. These are some of the sectors who are polluting or harming the environment badly. And fortunately or unfortunately, I am working on some of these sectors. So sustainability, including the sustainable engineering, sustainable environmental design, all these evolve with importance of ESG principles. As a scientist and engineer, I have witnessed the effect of climate change in our oceans, coastal regions, and ecosystems. Are you aware that ocean is becoming warmer? Do you know ocean is controlling our entire climate, and it is becoming blue it is becoming green now. It was blue, now it is green because of pollution. So, if you are developing some of the global challenges, or if you are climate change or global climate change or environmental degradation, some examples like nature-based solutions and corporate responsibility are very much interlinked. For example, I was into a port development, and one example, if the time permits, I can give. In Andhra Pradesh, and the government was focused on developing a fisheries jetty, and Andhra Pradesh is that jetty location is in between a river course, and the other side is the ocean. So what has happened is they were planning to construct a 200-meter breakwater, and I proposed a nature-based solution, because this around 50 hectares of land, which is it is between the sea and the river, is very fragile. If a cyclone or a flash flood removes that, the entire fisheries jetty what they were constructing become useless. So I proposed them to construct, cultivate vegetation on the natural strip, which is around 50 hectares. It is only 50 hectares, and instead of 10 crores on the breakwater, they can construct this stretch very stable within 1 or 2 crores. So you will save around 80% of the cost, and linking about the cost. And moreover, if it is a 50 hectare of land becoming vegetative land, it can save around 3 to 10. Each hectare of land can save around 3 to 10 tons of carbon a year. So 50 hectares can save around 50 tons of carbon if it is fully established vegetation. So these type of solutions are completely related to your sustainable development, and moreover, it will help you to arrest some of the factors related to climate change, because you are fixing the carbon. 3 tons of average is say 6 tons of carbon per year on an average per hectare. So that is what is required as a solution expert I have to give. That is what I want to provide. So it is completely related to ESG principles, and it is also related to sustainable development. And for example, if I give more examples, coastal vegetation or a coastal protection, if you give carbon fixation, and all these will support biodiversity. So solutions for sustainable projects should be cost effective, and on the other hand, it has to be more responsible. So the solution I have provided, whether I'm not sure the government is going with that, but the solution I have proposed, even though the solution is a bit slow, proposed is cost effective and is responsible. So corporations like, for example, Adani or some other agencies, they have very high reach. They have significant responsibility to protect and restore the natural world. They have resources. They have global reach. They have the capacity and money to drive these type of changes. So embracing ESG principle is not just about compliance. That is what is happening now. As of today, this is just a tick box solution. Is ESG is a tick box, but we can change with a more cost-effective solution. We can provide most cost-effective solution, and it can actively contribute to the future of all. And fortunately, throughout my career, I got the privilege to work with leading sustainable projects which align with the ESG principles. These projects may transformative impacts that are responsible and sustainable on sustainable practices, on coastal communities, ecosystems, and economy. The last project, which was with the World Bank, it was like it was a plastic-free rivers and coast seas of South Asia. It was a regional project. And the aim of the project is reducing the plastic use and the pathways to ocean and sea. And you don't believe, some of the studies shows that even mother's milk is having traces of plastic. So something that is missing from our, even though many of our companies follows ESG principles, but it is not properly implemented. That is the reason why our ocean is getting polluted and becoming warmer and more acidic. So for me, ESG and sustainability are two arms of humanity or of the environment or being resilient. I hope that answers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your valuable input, sir. So what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, MI, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.0?
Yeah, actually, I was one of the major users of this technological development. You can say, last project, I had a project with Asian Development Bank that was started in 2022 April. It is AI-based solution for coastal Cambodia based on satellite images. So basically, that project is there is a satellite called GOSI-2. It is a geostationary satellite. Geostationary means it look at one place continuously, and every 1 hour they produce images. They share the images with the stakeholders, and I got a chance to develop an algorithm to analyze that images and find out what are the disasters happening within that region. In case of any disasters happens, whether I can make use of AI tools to intimate the stakeholders, the government, and the users, whether a warning can be given. For example, suppose a landslide happens on a hilly terrain. So if I can give that warning that within few hours it will reach, the flood will reach the coastal region, whether we can make use of the AI tools. And I have completed that project, and I'm about to submit the final report within a couple of days. I mean to say that project is like the usage of AI tools, how the AI tools can be used for sustainable development and reducing risk, mitigating the risk, managing the risk. All I'm talking about environmental risk because I was more into practically I was more into environmental related risk assessment. Most of these technological advancements are very transformative. As a modeler, I anticipate even more shifts, including data-driven climate proofing solution. That was the solution I provided to Cambodia through Asian Development Bank. Enhanced safety measures, collaborative AI-driven knowledge sharing. One more example I want to mention. While I was with Adani, we had a wind gust. Wind gust is like a sudden blow of wind on a particular small area. And Gangavaram is our Sadhani's port, and we lost 2 lives and 1 crane, I guess. In 2000, I don't remember exactly what was the casualty. So, and they, as a modeler, they approached me to set up a solution for that. So I found it is basically the solution. What we need is identify when these thunderstorms are happening. It is basically these wind gust happens with lightning. So whether any tool is available with forecasting the thunders and lightning. So we found an agency who is Australia based. They developed a model to set up a advanced wind gust forecasting, and the accuracy is around 2 days in advance. And it is completely on a machine learning platform, and the model is set up, and every day, every half an hour to 1 hour, there is from the station, the current situation will be transferred to the cloud computing facility in Australia. And based on that, the model is day to day, the model will be getting improved. And based on the forecast, which is given by the European agencies about the thunderstorms and the situations at the site, this cloud, the machine learning platform is able to deliver warnings intimating that there is a chance of wind gust, say tomorrow. So be prepared. What will happen? All stakeholders, all machineries, all cranes, they get a chance to get prepared. Sometimes if it is warning is more extreme, they can move the cranes to a safe distance, and they can stop the operations of the port. This is second experience what I have with machine learning and AI tools. And what I see, this is very robust solutions we can give with the help of these 2 platforms, AI tools, because human intervention is, you can say, it is zero. From the equipment, the data is transferred, and the communication is happening between the 2 equipments, the cloud, the machine learning platform at the cloud, and at the station. So human interference is very less. There is nobody to monitor. There is no need of monitoring. So these type of platforms are very much helpful. It is very much important to give data-driven climate-proofing solutions. IoT sensors are very much useful, and big data analytics is nowadays used in many, even for business development, marketing. I remember my professor was using the neuro-based signals for marketing. So that is already in place. It is also using big data analysis and analytics. They collect your neurons waves and identify whether certain patterns can help to place the product. So all of these are related to IoT, machine learning, or AI tools. And blockchain, for example, blockchain is very much helpful to protect our data related financial encryption is happening with financial transaction is happening with blockchain tools. And I mean to say this usage is immense, has an immense potential. So as one example I mentioned about the enhanced safety measures, another example I mentioned about how the tools are used for giving warning, and in future we can use AI driven collaboration as well, because even we are using even as a modeler, we are using this big data analytics and data analytics and even the supercomputing facilities since many years, because supercomputing facilities are mainly used for atmospheric and ocean modeling and the coupled global circulation model. That is the main purpose of developing the supercomputers. And every day, supercomputers communicate between the data sensors and even with the users to provide much better solutions to the environmental related people who are using environmental protective measures or risk related things. Even the insurance companies are using our forecast. So I'm going to say AI-driven collaboration is more important, and we are using it. I am one of the users of AI-driven collaboration. I am using the products from NASA, products from European Union, all same day. Once they generate their product, the forecast model, the next day itself, or the same time, I can access it and use it for my local scale forecast or use. So even I feel that it will become more and more better. It will be very much, it will be more useful for data-driven climate proofing solutions and enhanced safety measures and collaborative AI-driven knowledge sharing. That is all about that from me. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing so much of your knowledge with us, sir. Thank you so much. Now, see, we are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
I should start with a thank you to them because it is a very visionary initiative. It is essential in our rapidly evolving world. It creates a spirit of cross-pollination, knowledge sharing, and collaborative problem solving. This endeavor aligns with the principles and values that we discussed already. And in today's interconnected and rapidly changing world, these challenges are very much important. And these challenges will help us to have a collective wisdom and collaborative efforts. Here, few thoughts. I can give some of the thoughts. I believe that it is a good, valuable initiative. One is cross-pollination of knowledge. The diversity of expertise and experience within such community is very, very valuable. It allows the cross-pollination of ideas. It allows to collect the best practices globally, and it provides a platform for innovative solutions that can be applied across the industry and sectors. Collective problem solving by bringing together all industrial magnates and experts, we can pool our resources to tackle these challenges collectively. For example, when I was working with the DHI Denmark, they used to pool experts from different countries based on the solutions what they need. So this is a sort of similar type of initiative, and it will help to accelerate the sustainable development. In fact, sustainable development is a shared responsibility, and for that shared responsibility, you need to have a collaborative communities to accelerate the efforts, aligning with the global goals of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. It has a global impact. More of the challenges we face are global. Because of that, it has a global impact. Our solutions and strategy will have a global perspective. Even the foster international collaboration and sharing global best practices are very much important. I think these this initiative is help us to have those sort of knowledge sharing, collaboration, and commitment to have to be a positive, to make a positive change. And especially as an environmentalist, I should say it will make more more impact on our sustainable development and can have more resilient business models. And this can initiate discussions building resilience in the ESG principles in the core business strategies. I think that is all about the initiative. Thank you this web development group as well as our independent directors organization for giving this chance and having the chance of getting into connected with a group of well-known people from different industries. Thank you.
Great. It was fantastic conversing with you, sir. And I'm confident that your insights will inspire the future leaders. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. Wish you the best for your future endeavors. And moreover,
thank you from my end also. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you very much for finding time and setting up this call with me. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.